switch to community mode. Now, during our alpha test period, we're not doing a big administrative back end where you have to set up each robot's identity and capabilities in an online database. We basically just do a negotiation between the robot and the control panel. And so what you put in these fields matters. You want a robot name, that's not too critical. But under pilot name or names, you need at least one name or a comma delimited list of names that are the exact name you're going to enter when you log into the control panel. So in this case, I'm keeping it short because I have to type this a lot. So I'm Bob. Okay. So I'm going to log in. And there's not a lot to see now on this interface, but we will bring up our control panel. And you notice that we don't see any robot pins represented on the map yet because we're not logged in yet, and we should only see robots that are either already piloted or robots that we, with this username, are permitted to pilot. So I'm going to sign in as Bob, and then we should see a pin appear on the map, and there it is. As soon as the control panel detects any robot pins to display on the map, then it tries to zoom into a best fit so they're easier to distinguish from each other. We'll go ahead and board Sasha now as pilot. And now we can see through Sasha's camera there I am. Okay, and here are my mock custom commands. Obstacle, stance elevated, and meanwhile, back at the app, I'm going to go ahead and lock this by pushing my little lock rotation button so that it doesn't start switching around when I accidentally turn it the wrong way. And I'm going to switch into developer mode and turn on the debug trace so we can see some of the messages coming through. Okay, while I had the processor tied up doing that, I got an emergency message from the Arduino saying we're having problems communicating with you here. Okay, so now if I go back to my control panel and tell it to go somewhere, we'll see some motion messages coming through. My system, what with having to run all this stuff, including the Connect screen sharing through my internet connection here, my equipment's kind of struggling a bit to keep up with everything. So we'll get quite a few latency messages and things like that just because of that. But you can see the motor commands are coming through. And when I click my little custom command buttons, you see those messages coming up too. So all that is working. When you have a robot that can handle waypoint navigation, you will see more controls in this area that deal with that. But we have that turned off for this one at the moment. I'm also pleased to report that the Quaternians and I have reached I guess I would call it a truce. And we are getting reasonably close positional orientation data now to display in our little robot position indicators here. Okay, so let's move on to how you get... Oh, one other thing I wanted to draw your attention to while we're showing the control panel. Up here in the upper right corner, I've got a little bug with a little lightning bolt pointing to him. That's just a quick link to a mail to, basically, so you can send me an email message with bug reports and feature requests. Please use that. If you see something that isn't making sense or you have a bug to report, it's a quick way to get my attention. So now we will teleport off of Sasha back to the lounge.